I don't know. I mean, it was special again tonight, and every home game has been special. I just feel like the fans are back, and I see things that I haven't seen in a while, and it reminds me a lot when I was playing here. So it's been fun to watch.
Joe?
Joe, obviously you want to keep your optimism up, but at some point in this game you haven't played very well.
No, you're right. For about 7 innings.
Yeah, you're 9 outs away from losing with Keuchel tomorrow. I wonder what your thought process was and what your general mood of your team was.
Well, I mean, there's just, Joel, it's just continuing guys talking about good at-bats, fight. Pitchers making pitches. Robbie almost gets out of it. Chad Green does a really good job to keep it right there. We give him another unearned run, and that's going to happen from time to time. But, I thought Aaron's home run just kind of lit a little spark. We've seen that before. We saw it in a game earlier in the season. I think we were down maybe 9-1 or something to Baltimore, and it kind of lit a little spark, and I thought it did it again today.
Did you at all start drifting to Keuchel tomorrow at all during that game?
No. I mean, that's always in the back of your head. He's pitching tomorrow. I mean, when he pitched game 1, I knew he was pitching game 5. But, no, I was focused on trying to keep it as close as we could. Give us a chance to win. The bullpen just do your job, and they did. And, you get a brilliant performance by Sonny Gray. Just brilliant. Really, really good today. And for a guy that hasn't been on a mound in a setting like this for 11 days, that's really big.
Dave, to your right, Joe.
Joe, it didn't end up mattering, but that review play in the 4th inning.
Yes.
In the course of the review, you saw that he also missed second base?
Yes, I did.
So basically get him to second base to create an intervening play, basically?
Yeah, if they make an attempt on him, to get him out in that instance and he's safe, that takes away from the replay.
I think there's another question right there, Alex.
Joe, there's been a lot of criticism the last week or so about Judge and Sanchez in the playoffs, but tonight they came up with the big hits. What does this do for them and the team going forward?
Well, I think it just continues to give them confidence. And, I look up and down the board in other series, and you see guys are struggling, and it's such a short sample size that, I think our guys have really done a good job not getting caught up in it. You're seeing the best pitching staffs. You're seeing really good starters. You're seeing strong bullpens. And I think it's just, hey, it's one day at a time. It's one at-bat at a time. And those guys came up big for us today.
In the second row, John.
Joe, you mentioned Judge's home run. What about the double? You think that was the key at-bat? And were you impressed that he seemed to be able to handle the breaking stuff?
Yeah, I thought he did a really good job going down to get a pitch. I mean, that was another key. There were a lot of key at-bats in that inning where we scored all the runs. You can start with Frazier and then Headley, and then the line continued to move. But that was a huge at-bat by Aaron to get us tied and get us in that situation.
Mike in the second row, then Susan.
Joe, you kept saying, Gary's going to hit. I bet on him. For him to be 0 for 13 in the ALCS and then deliver that double, I mean, what does that say about him?
He's a really good hitter, and I think we've witnessed that for, I don't know, I mean, he missed a month, so 5 plus 2 months, 7 months. We've witnessed how good a hitter he is. And, I mean, I've seen Hall of Famers struggle in a series or two in the playoffs. It's just part of it. But eventually it's going to turn for him, and it did in a big way tonight.
Susan?
How hard is it to do what Headley did coming off the bench like that?
It's not easy. I mean, we had him up earlier. I think Frazier let off another inning. If he would have got a hit, I probably would have pinch hit there, knowing that I would lose my DH. When he didn't, I stuck with Austin. Austin continued to do a really good job back there. And for not playing for a while, I thought he did an incredible job. And then it's not easy. I mean, the last 3 or 4 days, Headley's at-bats have been really, really good, and they've helped us.
Ian, to your right, Joe.
Joe, the Judge double after he hit the home run, there seemed to be a great sense of anticipation in the building, just waiting for something special to happen. You've seen that with a few players here over the years, but as his manager, what is that feeling like in the 8th?
I think I'm probably caught up in it just like everybody else, anticipating that he's going to do something great. Because we've seen it so many times this year, and we've seen it from a number of our players. But it's like, I like this situation, and he had a couple good cuts. He missed a slider up in the zone. He missed a fastball up in the zone, and then he did a really good job going down to get a slider, and that says a lot about him because, during, the 2 series that we played, or 3, he's missed some of those pitches. He's chased, but he went down and got it, made an adjustment, and it's a great at-bat.
Take 3 last ones, Anthony.
Joe, you said before the game about Sanchez maybe the mental day off, perhaps he was fit because of the catching position. Do you think that could have any reason why he did well?
Could have. Sometimes, it can help. Sometimes you can get a little bit more work in the cage, but I just, I don't necessarily think that, but it's possible. I just think he's a good hitter, and he was due to bust out.
Bill, straight to your right, Joe.
I realize the offense won this game, but how good was Chad Green to shut down the
really good. Their lineup is very potent, and they can beat you in so many ways up and down the lineup. And he did, again, it's what he's done for us all year long. He's been really, really good. And, again, he was really, really good.
And straight to your right, Joe. Last
Joe,
one.
obviously looking ahead, do you think a win like this will help you guys tomorrow break through against Keuchel?
I hope so. We haven't really done a whole lot off of him in the starts that we've seen him. So hopefully seeing him twice in one series, our guys are able to adjust a little bit quicker.